With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunch.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Delaney Walker, 30 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Rolling to his left, and that is incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on third down, Luck. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Mahomes going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
These two teams all tied after one. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking for the great one, Jerry Rice. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Here's Allen. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Tucker's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit and forced the field goal.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Luck. Flushed out right, and that's incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw again on 2nd down. Luck. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Reggie White, what a force. Got back there for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
From the gun on 3rd down, Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Derek Brooks. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a carry for Allen. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line. Mexico! 140! Get the ball! Mexico!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. Escaping the pressure right. And his pass, incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together, the front and back.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
6-man.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing now is Mahomes. Ryan Kerrigan, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st down, Allen. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your...
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember
accelerating, and off he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marcus Allen, 67 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson, he's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty, because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is, because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Here's Miller. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There's no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
And as one of those who like to blitz even on rundowns, it confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the 23-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
On second down now, it's Allen. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
On third down, it's Allen. He'll have it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They'll run on first down. Allen. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Alert, alert. 3 out.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Wilson. Setting up the screen for Miller. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw again is Wilson. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2nd and goal from the 1. Throwing again here. Wilson under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. From his linebacker spot, that's Derek Brooks with a sack. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Dawson's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. 15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Ryan Kerrigan bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Miller. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
50 seconds to mine. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now it's Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And touchdown. A big play there. 55 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now.
Let's go, B. Big series right here.
And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2.
Big stop. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. drive starts with a run by Allen. Room here to run. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Now Allen, and for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, it's Allen. And he loses the football a second time. And this is picked up by the defense.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A 2-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Check right. Right. He's down on the right.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 74 yards. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud.
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down now, it's Allen, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On 1st down, Allen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll run with Allen. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. Fighting to get back to the goal line. I don't think he got there. He did not. Did not get back there. It's a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone.
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Tucker now to add the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. To try again after the sack. Wilson, and that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. John Randall dropping the hammer. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree, all right? But he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
On third down, Allen. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. On first down, Wilson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
To throw again, Wilson. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's the Steelers that come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
A loss of 1 makes it 3rd and 14.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So it wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Marcus Allen, who won a Super Bowl MVP with the Raiders. Marcus Hunt able to take him down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Allen trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
It's now 3rd and 8.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
4 down, check.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. In for the score. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes, and that is incomplete. Marcus Allen, the one he was hoping to get in space, and now it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Man open, Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes, Jerry Rice, open right side. And now off to the races, down the right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jerry Rice, 45 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Brady to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Wait, set, 53. Watching it by. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. 55's my guy, 55.
staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Alert flow, alert flow, alert flow.
72.
On second down, Kamara. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
He finds Beckham complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go, here we go. Watch the eye.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but now it'll be 3rd down.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
He's counting you. Mike 55, Mike 55. Check tight end, check.
Mike, pretty hot.
Check tight. Hey, check Mike, check Mike.
Let's go no, 66.
Coming, I'm coming.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Brady. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A gain of 9 on the play, but it brings up 4th down.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll run on first down. It's Allen, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Demario Davis there on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 3rd down, Allen, and he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What?
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. And the Raiders... add 6 to their lead. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Next to score, Raiders 14, Steelers 6. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. It'll be caught by Rice. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Marcus Allen, 26 yards. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. Mahomes to throw once more. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over.
You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now a play fake here on first down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. On play action, it's Brady. He's going to let this one go deep. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. It's caught. Beckham. 16 yards, a first down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Wait, set, 53. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Easy.
They start the second half with Kamara. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
That all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. 27. Here we go. 72. Strong right. Strong right.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talked about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ball's 50. Hey, Delta.
Throwing again. Brady. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Past the 20. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Brady going to throw. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They're running it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Yo. Watch the whip.
Brady now on first down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Sacked there by the Hall of Famer Derek Brooks. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Brady's throw there complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Yellow, I'm going. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Hero 15. Finish the game. Finish the game. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one's incomplete. Jerry Rice, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.